As Donald Trump prepares to assume office once more, the global community is keenly observing the potential ramifications across various international and domestic arenas. The conflict in Ukraine persists, with recent developments indicating that Russian forces have made advances in eastern Ukraine, particularly in the Donetsk region. Ukrainian forces have also conducted strikes on Russian air defense systems in occupied territories. During his previous term, President-elect Trump emphasized the need for NATO allies to meet defense spending commitments, which led to discussions about the U.S. role in the alliance. As he steps into office again, questions arise regarding his approach to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Will the administration maintain robust support for Ukraine? Or could there be a shift towards encouraging negotiations? Such decisions will significantly impact the dynamics of the conflict and the broader European security landscape. A reduction in U.S. aid could also prompt European nations to take a more independent role in supporting Ukraine, reshaping the balance of power in the region. In the Middle East, a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has recently been implemented, marking a pause in hostilities in the Gaza Strip. This agreement includes the release of hostages and Palestinian prisoners, bringing a temporary respite to the region. However, underlying tensions remain unresolved, and the fragility of the ceasefire underscores the need for continued diplomatic efforts. During his earlier tenure, President-elect Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital and facilitated the Abraham Accords, leading to normalized relations between Israel and several Arab nations. These agreements were hailed as breakthroughs by some, while others criticized them for sidelining core issues like Palestinian statehood. The forthcoming administration's stance on Middle East diplomacy, including relations with Iran and the pursuit of further peace agreements, will be pivotal in shaping the region's future stability. Potential renewed sanctions on Iran, or attempts to renegotiate aspects of the nuclear deal, could also emerge as significant policy areas, influencing the geopolitical climate in the Middle East. The relationship between the United States and China has been characterized by trade tensions and strategic competition. Analyses suggest that the dynamics established in previous years are likely to continue, with both nations maintaining their respective positions on key issues. Under the previous Trump administration, the U.S. imposed significant tariffs on Chinese goods, leading to a protracted trade war. The effects of these policies are still being felt, with global supply chains adapting to shifts in trade practices. The approach of the incoming administration towards trade policies, technological competition, and geopolitical strategies will be instrumental in determining the trajectory of U.S.-China relations. Taiwan remains a particularly sensitive issue, with increasing U.S. arms sales and high-profile visits fueling tensions. The administration's policy choices regarding Taiwan will be closely watched by regional allies and adversaries alike, as they could significantly impact stability in the Asia-Pacific. Domestically, the United States is poised for potential policy shifts under the new administration. Discussions are underway regarding economic strategies, including tax policies and manufacturing initiatives. During his previous term, Trump emphasized deregulation and energy independence, particularly through increased fossil fuel production. Analysts predict that these priorities may resurface, with potential expansions in oil and gas exploration facing opposition from environmental advocacy groups. Additionally, border security remains a key focus. Policies such as expanding the border wall and increasing deportations are expected to return to the forefront, potentially reigniting debates over immigration reform. Infrastructure development is another critical area, with possible investments in technology, including advancements in artificial intelligence and renewable energy infrastructure, signaling shifts in national priorities. The interplay between domestic policy goals and global economic trends will undoubtedly shape the administration's broader agenda. The transition in U.S. leadership prompts a period of adjustment for international actors. Allies and adversaries alike are evaluating their positions in response to anticipated policy changes. European nations may reassess their defense strategies, particularly in light of uncertainties surrounding NATO's future role. In Asia, regional alliances such as the Quad, comprising the US, Japan, India, and Australia, are becoming increasingly important in counterbalancing China's influence. Simultaneously, Latin American nations are watching U.S. trade and immigration policies closely, as changes could have direct economic and social impacts. The decisions made by the incoming administration will reverberate globally, influencing diplomatic relations, economic policies, and security arrangements. As we move forward, the emphasis on uncertainty underscores the importance of vigilant observation and adaptive strategies in navigating the evolving geopolitical landscape. With numerous critical decisions on the horizon, the next few years are poised to shape global affairs in profound and lasting ways. Thank you for listening.